Did you know there was once a disease that made people laugh themselves to death? A sickness so strange, so cruel, it wiped out an entire tribe in Papua New Guinea. They called it Kuru, the shaking death. But the world remembers it by another name, the smiling disease. It began in the 1950s, deep in the jungles of the Eastern Highlands, among the Fore tribe. People started to die. They trembled uncontrollably. They laughed when nothing was funny. And then they fell silent forever. At first, no one understood. Was it a curse? A punishment from the spirits? Families watched their loved ones lose control, giggling, convulsing, collapsing. Women and children were the first to go. Then entire villages began to vanish. The Fore believed the dead should live on inside the living, so they practiced cannibalism, eating the flesh of their loved ones as an act of mourning. To them, it was sacred. To science, it was a nightmare waiting to unfold. In consuming their dead, they also consumed something invisible, something unstoppable. Tiny twisted proteins known as prions. Not alive, not dead, but infectious in ways no one could imagine. Once inside the brain, these prions turned tissue to mush. Neurons died, smiles froze, and laughter became a death rattle. Victims first felt weakness in their legs, then trembling. Soon they couldn't stand, couldn't swallow. They laughed as their bodies failed them, a final mockery of life itself. Their families could only watch as joy turned into horror. Western scientists arrived, searching for answers. Among them was Dr. Carlton Gaidusek, who spent years studying this terrible mystery. He discovered what the tribe could not have known, that their love, their ritual of remembrance, was killing them from within. Each funeral feast was another seed of death. By the time they understood, it was too late. Thousands had already died. The Fore were nearly erased, their laughter echoing through the mountains long after the bodies were gone. Kuru vanished only when the feast stopped, but prions, the killers that caused it, still exist. They're indestructible, no cure, no vaccine. They wait in the dark, hidden in flesh and bone, reminding us that death has its own memory. And somewhere in the damp earth of forgotten graves, the smiling disease still sleeps, waiting for someone to remember.